Turbo Conquering Mega Eagle. Okay folks, I'm just going to try this vinegar thing out with rust. Figured I'd set the little camera up and do a time lapse. I've got some, they're not bits I'm particularly fussed about, these all come out of rusty tool job lots. Yeah, probably a nice old chisel there. The spoke shave, I've already pulled this apart. This will be interesting because this is the handle's cast iron. I'm curious as to what will happen there, and I'm curious as to how well it will clean these screws up. The frog and the blades really grotty on this, so stick that in there. Bunch of old rusty spanners. There's some really cool ones in here. This one's a ruler spanner, so it's got inches one side and centimeters the other. Pretty cool. And the one I'm most interested in, this one, I can just about read that. It says Robin Hood boilers. Yeah. So this would have come from down the road in Nottingham, I expect. But it'll be nice to get it a bit cleaned up and see exactly, see if it's got a size on it or anything like that, I suppose. I don't want to stack these in a way which is going to mean I waste vinegar. We've got a nice MT2 drill bit, can go straight in my lathe once it's cleaned and probably sharpened. There we go. Stick some vinegar on and set another camera up. I just bought the cheapest white vinegar I could find. This one's got a picture of a tractor on the front, so it's probably good. Looks like an old Leyland tractor as well, so these guys have obviously got good taste. Okay, so what you can see now is 24 hours in the vinegar, then scrub down with a wire brush, and then another 12 hours sat in the vinegar. It looks like most of the rust has come off now. Some of these were pretty clean after the first rub down. But it's very impressive. Very impressive. It's still going to take a bit of cleaning up, but you know, I'm just lightly going over it with a brush, and it's coming up nice underneath. Yeah, I'll give them a thorough clean. Well, I reckon this has been pretty worthwhile. I haven't got perfect results by any stretch of the imagination. Things have come out varying degrees of cleanliness. Let me get into some white light. So this is the ruler spanner. You can make out the inches on that side and the centimeters on this side. Probably never use it, but it's just something I've not seen before. The cast iron on the spoke shave isn't perfectly clean, but the rust that is left on there, I could easily knock off with a bit more persistence with a wire wheel. What came out nice, this drill came out beautifully. There's negligible corrosion left on it now. It's actually pretty sharp still. That's good. Can I see this? Can I see the size? No. No, I can't make out the size of it. Can I? No, I can't. No, not quite. Not quite. That's pretty cool. Snail brand spanner. Again, I've still got some little minor bits of corrosion. I have just squirted some oil on these, by the way. It's an old Whitworth spanner. I'm gonna have to buy myself a classic tractor just to use all these old Whitworth spanners, you know. Again, more Whitworth. This one was a little bit more corroded to start off with. I actually think this is wrought iron because it's got some of those little telltale lines running through it now. Don't know. That one cleaned up beautifully, but it has no markings on it. Oh, it does have some markings on the head there. 7/16 Whitworth. Yeah. Yeah. So at least, I mean, these are legible now. That one again came out quite nice. It really does clean it off. I mean, it's not going to repair it. If the rust has gone deeper than the surface, then you're going to be left with pits, aren't you? But considering how these were, there's a name on this one. I can't quite read it. The one I was really excited about, the Robin Hood boilers. 7/16 Whitworth has come out nice, although there's a little bit of scabby rust left, but that's cool. I'm happy with that. I like this spanner. That one's not so good. The chisel, Sheffield brand, it's come out nice, although there's still some really stubborn bits of corrosion there. It's interesting how the different steels come out, because this will be a high carbon steel, obviously, and I mean at one point this was probably polished, I suppose, or you know, finished a lot better than those spanners, but that corrosion seems to be a lot more stubborn than some of the lower carbon steel items. The other parts of the spoke shave, that bit's cast iron, that's come out nice. That's the sort of frog, I suppose. The blade again, as with the chisel, high carbon steel, and that corrosion's really took a hold, and it's not lifted off, and it's not coming off with a wire brush. I mean, I'll clean it up and get it working, but I just find it interesting because that spanner, certainly, that's come up beautifully. So some of these spanners are probably a chrome alloy, which is, you know, always going to help with the rust. Others are probably a relatively low carbon steel, but the high carbon steel parts are not responding as well as they perhaps could have done. Yeah. Apart from that drill bit, which is perfect, but then that wasn't really too badly corroded in the first place. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this. I'm gonna perhaps have a couple of other little experiments with the electrolysis and that, and you know, run a time lapse on them just because it's fun to see it happen. And then what? I've got a big old cement mixer and I can't get the wheels freed up on it. They're cast iron, and normally cast iron stuff frees off really well. What I'd really like to do is find something that's cheap enough that I can stick the whole sort of axle and wheel assemblies of the cement mixer in, because otherwise I'm going to break these wheels trying to get them off. And if I can get a huge big tub and I've only got to put water in there and use the electrolysis, or maybe just dilute vinegar, because I can't do the whole thing with vinegar. It'd cost me thousands of pounds. So yeah, electrolysis the next step. I've got plenty more rusty tools. I'll just carry on. And if you've got any other suggestions on cheap rust removal processes, then give me a little ping in the messages, not the messages, the comments below, and we might do a time lapse on it and see what happens. All right, folks. Okay, take care. Bye bye.